The Saab Gripen is often dismissed as a toy fighter, a budget jet from Sweden, better known for practical cars than cutting-edge warplanes. On the other side is the American F-35 Lightning II, the world's most expensive, hyped and technologically advanced fighter, sold as the only ticket to air superiority. This is a classic David versus Goliath story. The clever, affordable Gripen versus the heavyweight, stealthy F-35. The Gripen is designed for practicality, able to land on highways, refuel quickly, and get back in the air with minimal fuss. The F-35, meanwhile, is a flying supercomputer, built for stealth and battlefield dominance, acting as the quarterback for Allied forces. The debate isn't just about speed or firepower, it's about philosophy. A few ultra-advanced jets, or a larger fleet of capable, affordable ones. Is air combat about being invisible, or about being nimble and easy to maintain? As recent events and leaked documents show, the answers aren't as simple as they once seemed. The Gripen's biggest selling point? Its price tag. For years it was seen as the sensible, affordable choice, almost two for the price of one F-35. Saab claimed the Gripen cost just $8,000 per flight hour, compared to the F-35's $35,000. But those numbers were selective, omitting key costs like maintenance and support. Updated analysis now puts the Gripen E's real cost closer to $22,000 per hour, not as cheap as advertised, but still less than the F-35. Meanwhile, F-35 costs are dropping as production ramps up, narrowing the gap. The old narrative, cheap Gripen versus money pit F-35, no longer holds. Now, countries must weigh the F-35's advanced capabilities against the Gripen's operational flexibility, since the cost difference isn't as dramatic. The decision is no longer just about quantity versus quality. If the savings aren't huge, is the Gripen's flexibility still worth it? The map has gotten a lot more complicated. Nowhere was the Gripen versus F-35 fight more intense than in Canada. Canada's search for a new fighter came down to these two jets, with Saab promising jobs and local production. But a leaked Royal Canadian Air Force evaluation changed everything. The final tally? F-35, 95%, Gripen, 33%. The experts made it clear, the F-35 wasn't just better, it was in a different league. Similar results appeared in Finland, where the F-35 dominated and the Gripen lagged behind. Saab argued the data was outdated and didn't reflect recent upgrades, but the damage was done. The leaked report gave F-35 supporters powerful ammunition. The Gripen's image as a clever alternative took a major hit. The toy fighter label became harder to shake. The debate was no longer just theoretical, it was backed by hard numbers. The Gripen and F-35 are built for the same job, but with radically different approaches. The Gripen is light, agile and fast, capable of Mach 2 and long-range missions, excelling in classic dogfights with advanced electronic warfare. The F-35's philosophy: don't get into a fight if you don't have to. Its stealth makes it nearly invisible to radar, letting it strike before the enemy even knows it's there. The F-35 can carry weapons internally for stealth or load up externally for maximum firepower, with a total payload surpassing the Gripen's. The Gripen's strength is in speed and agility. The F-35's is in stealth, sensor fusion, and overwhelming situational awareness. In a visual range fight, the Gripen is formidable, but F-35 supporters argue that if you see an F-35, you're already in trouble. The F-35's technology represents a generational leap. It's a battle between a nimble swordsman and an invisible sniper. Which is better? It depends on the mission, and who you ask. The answer isn't as clear-cut as it seems. Saab markets the Gripen as the ultimate Arctic fighter, born in Sweden, built for the cold, able to operate from icy roads with minimal support. The implication: The F-35 is too delicate for harsh northern climates, but reality tells a different story. Norway and the US have operated F-35s in the Arctic for years, with special adaptations like drag chutes for icy runways. Both jets are built to handle extreme weather, from deserts to frozen wastelands. The real difference is logistics. The Gripen thrives in dispersed, austere environments, while the F-35 needs more specialized infrastructure. For nations with remote airfields, the Gripen is appealing. But for those with established bases and alliances, the F-35's Arctic performance is proven. One of the biggest arguments against the F-35 is control. Its software and upgrades are tightly managed by the US. Every change requires American approval. Saab offers something different: local manufacturing, intellectual property transfer, and the promise of true national autonomy. For countries like Canada, that's a powerful pitch. Control your own jets, create local jobs, and avoid foreign dependency. But the Gripen isn't entirely independent. Its engine and many key systems are American-made. Meanwhile, Canada is already deeply involved in the F-35 supply chain, with billions in contracts at stake. The F-35 is designed for decades of upgrades, with a future-proof architecture, despite delays and overruns. The Gripen is also upgradable, but military planners see the F-35 as having a higher ceiling for future development. The autonomy debate is real, but neither jet is completely free from outside influence. The choice is about balancing sovereignty, industrial benefits, and long-term capability. So, where does this leave us? The Gripen is far more than a toy fighter. It's a smart, capable jet offering flexibility and a degree of independence. For nations prioritizing budget and sovereignty, it's a compelling choice. But the F-35, despite its flaws, remains the benchmark for raw capability, stealth, and future potential. Its costs are dropping, and its operational record is improving. The debate forces countries to decide what matters most: autonomy and affordability, or technological dominance and alliance integration. There's no single best jet, only the best fit for a nation's needs, strategy, and resources. The Gripen is the pragmatic choice for the independent-minded. The F-35 is the all-in bet on tech supremacy. The fact that this debate is still raging proves the future of air power is far from settled. And that makes the contest more interesting than ever.